Hey, this is Randy with the Valentine Goose channel, also known as Star Thinker. I thought I would address the video that came out from Cynthia Meacham. And you'll have to excuse me, I'm still very sick. My voice is kind of hoarse right now, so hopefully that's going to come through okay. But that video, she played a sound clip of an interview where he basically lays out what the finder should do. And this kind of validates what I've been saying all along, that Forrest didn't think about what he was doing. He wanted to make a name for himself. He put a whole bunch of gold in a chest. He put it in the mountains, and then he came back and he thought, well, maybe I should check with a lawyer after the fact. And I think it was a couple of years after the fact, if I'm not mistaken. But the lawyers, as someone in chat said, they were like, you did what? And you did it where? And so they had to come up with loopholes, and I'm sure they came up with a couple different loopholes for recovering the chest from a national park. And I don't think he wanted to say, because he kept saying it depends on what kind of land it's found on. He knows what kind of land it was found on, so there's no speculation. But he kept saying it depends on if it's BLM land or Native American land or this land or that land. He knows it was in a state park. He just couldn't say, not a state park, a federal park. But he couldn't. He just couldn't say, that it was in a park, basically. And then when he talked about the finder, he said the finder should just take it, put it under his bed, sell it piecemeal over the years. I don't think you'd make near enough money on that, doing it that way, with the popularity. I think it should have been sold right out. I mean, before anyone could even think about it. Find the chest, sell it within the first couple weeks, Get it while the iron's hot. Now the iron is ice cold. Everyone's thinking about it too much, and that's not what Forrest Fenn wanted. He didn't want anyone to think about it. But as much of a shit show as this hunt has ended, think about Jack's life. I mean, I know right now I got bills. I got to get a CPAP machine. They're like $800, and I don't know where I'm going to come up with this. But if I had the chest and I couldn't sell it, I'd be like, God, it's like you're sitting on $2 million, if that, and you can't touch it and you can't use it, and that would be so frustrating. So I probably would have sold a few coins by now, just to make ends meet and stuff. I'm sorry, the sun's coming through the window, but I can't move enough to to get out of the way. Once I'm on the couch, I'm done. Yeah, and I had planned on going downstairs and sorry about that, and making a really fancy video in the studio, but. And I was, all last night I was gung ho. I'm going downstairs. And this morning I'm like, maybe I don't want to go downstairs. I'm so, I'm not sick. I'm not nauseous. I do have aches and pains, but every time I do something to move and I get so out of breath, and I have to sit and wait. I just don't know. I really, really want to go downstairs and visit my cats and stuff because they're not allowed up here. There's allergies. And I haven't seen them in 8 or 9 days now. So, yeah. But anyway, if it's still in a cast, the original cast comes off in about a week. And I don't know if they're going to put a walking cast on at that point or not, but man, it's hard. I did get a knee stroller, which is 100 times better than the crutches. Still need the crutches for some situations. But I digress. I have been, I kept promising myself, where's that hair coming from? I kept promising myself that I would, work on the Beacon Star 2, the Fall of Crescent, and I have worked on it a little bit. I have come up with a great hiding spot. I got, it probably won't be until July or August that I can even visit. um, to see like where in these areas I can hide a token without it being found for 30 years. 30 years, and what is it? You got to have 30 red herrings in 30 years, and yeah, you got to do it for the long run. I'm sorry I keep moving around and stuff, but yeah, it's just like I don't have my camera equipment and stuff ready, or a tripod or any of that. So anyway, I just thought I'd weigh in on that Forrest Fenn thing. It just validates everything I said. He said, don't tell anybody, don't tell the IRS, don't blab it, keep it to yourself. Because he doesn't want anything to do with the federal government. And he didn't think the finder would want anything to do with the federal government. And all this other stuff, I don't know if I believe it 100%. I don't know if I believe he found it and left it for a winner. Unless he moved it. Moved it and destroyed the blaze, and that was another thing I always thought, was that he destroyed the blaze. And for those of you who wonder why I keep saying Team GPS, it's because you can take the GPS and modify it with something else that's there, and it takes you right to that spot. And I gotta work out the math on that again before I like show that again. But it takes you from that lake, I can't remember what lake it was by, but then it goes up, if you modify it the way I modify it, which is a way that's shown, it takes you back over to 9 Mile Hole, and I think that's really interesting. So I think it did take him a long time to write the poem, because he did put a clue in there, he did put something in there. And if the answer ever comes out from Forrest, because Jack might not have known that or believed it, but if we ever get something like if he did record a video on how to solve the poem and all that, maybe that'll come up then. But when I'm up to it and I got a whiteboard, I'll draw the GPS out and show how it works. Anything else? Oh, there was something else I was going to talk about. I guess maybe not. Just hanging in there. I am doing well. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I just get out of breath when I do too much, and I took 10 pills this morning. I'm not counting the duplicates, so that's always fun. And then I gotta take another, I think, 8 throughout the day. So, yeah, but I'm hanging in there. I hope everyone has a good time at the World Series of Fenn. I've been seeing videos about it and drama about it. I'm not going to discuss the drama because I think that's, I mean, some people say, oh, that's high school stuff, but it's not. Humans are humans. They have feelings, and I can understand that. But just the thing that separates high school stuff and adults is adults can get to that point where they can apologize and change their ways and that kind of thing, and say, yeah, I was wrong, and okay, maybe you were wrong and I was wrong, and we'll just admit it and move on, you know. Whereas little kids just be like, I hate you for life. Of course, the littler the kid, the more they'll just forget about it and move on. So hopefully the people who are, there's so many people saying I'm separating myself from this hunt, and it's just like people who are like, I'm going to quit Facebook, and then a week later they're back on Facebook. So hopefully things will straighten themselves out, and you guys will have a good time up there. I wish I could be there. I'm not even going to fake it this year. But yeah. So that, I'm trying to figure out, is that actually, oh, it's a reflection off, oh, I think I see what that is. Yeah, that's off the bevel of my computer. It looks like a hair, but it's actually reflected on the wall behind me. So anyway, I'm just sitting here spreading COVID, healing my foot, thinking about World Series of Fenn, thinking about the fall of Crescent. There's just still some of the storyline I gotta work out. And then I've come up with a clever code, I've come up with a cool place to hide it. Um, it's just gotta all fall together, and it's not gonna be probably for another year or so. Believe it or not, because that's how much work I'm gonna be putting into it. And it's time for me to take my blood pressure and my other stuff, so. So good luck, everybody. Oh, Zazzle. I've been on Zazzle before, and I've made t-shirts and stuff, and last night I just kind of went wild. If you go to Zazzle and look for the Beacon Star, and I put links on the on the Facebook pages, get some merch. I never tried to sell merch before, and I'll probably come up with some ideas while I'm sitting here, but yeah. There we go. But now I'm holding it with both hands. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. You guys take care, and have fun. I hope to see some videos this week. I hope all the videos aren't canceled because people are doing stuff. Cause it's like my only social interaction right now is going to videos. I type in a sentence and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pass out. And but I am watching. If not live, then probably after the fact I'm watching. So anyway, this laptop's getting heavy. So take care and have fun.